Hi everyone, it's Chris from FunTech Guys, and today we are going to be talking about a user registration system, and we're going to keep it quite simple. We're just going to create a system which allows us to register, log in. We'll display messages based on whether you're logged in or logged out. We will allow users to sign out, and we will also handle users that have signed up to register but they haven't actually confirmed their account, so we'll do a whole validation period as well. We may evolve the system a little bit further down the line, but I'm going to keep it around that so we can touch on security, cleaning up our data and such. So this is what we're going to be creating. We'll create a form that looks pretty similar to this. We'll set the user's name, a password. We may probably duplicate this field, so we've got confirm password and an email address. Then we'll have a login form, and we'll also have a basic index.php page. So I've gone ahead and just removed this already. Sorry, the index.php page will display a message of some sort based on whether you're logged in or logged out. Anyway, jumping back, so I've gone ahead and removed all the style and HTML and such, and just stripped it down to the bare bones. So if I just refresh this page, we'll see we've got absolutely nothing here and just very basic stuff here. So that's my setup at the moment, and it looks a little bit like this. So within my folder, so I'm in user, so that is the root folder that we're using at the moment. So within my folder, I've got a folder called assets, and I've got three files called index.php, login.php, and register.php. So they're the three files that we was talking about a second ago, and that's just here. So one are index.php at the moment, got a login.php here, and register. So they're all going to do individual things. So I've come back, and here we've got our index.php, our register, and login. Don't worry about the HTML and CSS at the moment. I don't want to really sit here and be typing out div, form, input, button, so on, and you get bored and end up falling asleep on me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop everything in a little zip folder. I'm just going to upload that onto my site, and I'll put the link in the description down at the bottom, so feel free to download that, have a play, but it's not necessary. You can pretty much do the exact same thing, you know, in 2 seconds on your local machines. So I'm just going to finish this off. So I've started it, and what I'll do is I'll finish the HTML and CSS off of here, and then we'll call it at that with the first video, and then we'll look to start working on the PHP and connecting to our database and such in the second video. So I'm just going to strip this out, which is the head and the body and the footer, just so we've got one file that we can edit, and it just replicates the changes across all templates. So take everything from the body away, and I'm just going to pop that into my header file, and I'm going to save that, come back to my index.php, and I'm just going to include it once, and we want to, I've saved the header file within an includes folder. So if I drop down assets, we're in assets, includes, and header. So I'm just going to go assets, includes, header.php. So if I save that, come over here and reload, I'll just quickly view the source, not on there, on our main page, and we actually have a header, so we know that that's included. So if I make a change over here and say 123, come back over here, refresh, 123 has been changed, although I'm changing the header file. So I just want to make sure that I'm including the right file, which I am, and I'm just going to pop down here, paste that again, and I'm just going to change this to footer. Save that, and I'm just going to take the last two lines of my HTML. So footer, and paste that into footer. So right now we're calling our header, we've got our content, and we're calling our footer. So if I refresh, yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. So I'm going to replicate those changes over onto our register and login page. So now register as a header, and it also has a footer. Save that. I like giving it a little bit of space. Same again with login. We have a header. We have a footer. Save. Register here. Just view the source quickly. And we have a header. And we have a footer. So I'm going to close it down. Now what we're going to do is within our style.css, as I said, I already played around with this because I didn't want to sit there for too long. So I've just grabbed some CSS, save that, and I'm going to come back to my home page and we've got something styled up. If I click login and if I click not registered, create an account, then our 3 pages are doing exactly what we want it to do. We have set up our HTML and we've set up our style, so we can go ahead and start manipulating this and checking if we're logged in, and if not, log in or register. So I'm going to cut the video off there. I know that's pretty vague and we've not really done a lot. In fact, you've not really done anything, but I want to give you an idea of what we're going to be working with. So feel free to download all the HTML and CSS in the link down below, and I'll see you again in the next video.